Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 215. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys. A single explosion for you today. We're back in studio, and it's like, you know, do we even need to be here? You know, it's like, why don't we just play an old episode? You know, someone shot at the president. You know,
right?
Like, the world sucks. You know,
America sucks.
America's not cool. You know,
yeah.
It's like,
but because of other reasons, not that people keep trying to kill the former president.
Yeah. That's you know, we don't condone that, so you know we have to say that. But
yeah,
also,
we don't condone that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's threatening democracy or whatever, and
he's Hitler, and he's an
we got to talk
authoritarian.
about we got to talk about him like he's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Right.
And then when this happens, we have to be like,
what? How could anyone ever?
How is this happening?
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. We would never condone
political violence.
Yeah, even though we just
equated
daily.
him to just a list of the biggest tyrants in human history.
Yeah, we call him Hitler, and then actually try to have an intellectual discussion if you would go back in time to kill baby Hitler,
right?
You know, or to punch a Nazi, or whatever other stuff we talk about. But you know, do we need to be here to do this? I guess, you know, because you need content.
Yeah,
and that's like,
you're dumb, we're smart. You're stupid. We need to educate you. We need to.
We're anti-work. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
like, so
it's anti our own work.
Yeah,
and by work we mean just doing 1 hour a week of work, and even that is too much for us.
It's too much. I can't even, you know.
Yeah,
because mental health is important.
Yeah,
and you know, being anti-work is really cool because, you know, in this country, like, with the standard work week, you can't like pursue your dreams or like have fun or like be an artist like we are. But then when you are an artist like we are, that work also we should reevaluate how much of that we're doing.
Right.
But you should still like give us money and stuff.
Oh yeah, still give us money.
Like give us money for, like, we said the right stuff. So like, what are you doing?
And then we're going to use the money to end capitalism, but only after we have all the money and power. Yeah,
we're trying to do like the Patrice Cullors like business model.
Yes,
where it's like, say the right stuff, say like, we gotta fix things for these groups of people, and then you suddenly get 4 sick beachfront properties, and then people are like, where'd that money go that we gave you? And you're like, hey, I was saying the right stuff. So,
and if you question me, like she said, you know, it was racist to question her finances and ask that she turn over her financial documents and tax returns and everything.
Yeah.
And we couldn't agree more. It was racist and sexist.
Yeah.
To question where all your donations to BLM were actually going.
That's the best defense ever. And I use that whenever I can, you know.
But how would it work for you as a straight white cis male?
Well, because I'll just, you know, you just say it. That's really, because it's like we're bastions for those groups and those people.
Yeah.
So then when someone's like, hey, like, you're like a fraud, we're like, hey, racism's bad. You know, that's what you have to do. And then you know, also this land's on stolen land, so I'm gonna leave, you know. And they're like, can you stop? We're trying to like kind of arrest you. And I'm like, I don't want to be on this stolen land right here, so I'm just gonna keep moving because it's like stolen like right here where this arrest is happening. So I'm gonna get in my car and leave. And they're like, that's weird because that car is stolen. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna take the stolen car off the stolen land and keep moving away and then I might fire a stolen gun at those people because they're encroaching on me in my space.
Right.
And, you just have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And if that's getting into a police chase, in a stolen car while you're wasted, while you are drunk.
While firing a gun back at the cops. Yeah.
And then when they're like, when you do inevitably get busted because you crash into a building because that building came out of nowhere. Like, how is that happening, And then they're like, you did all that. It's like, I don't remember doing it. So did I? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best fighting those charges in court. I know your father has some very powerful connections in the justice system.
And I do fight, and I will not stop fighting. And I will fight everyone. And I don't mean like I'm going to fight the charges. I will physically fight whoever is in my way. So if we're in that court of law, you got to put that, how they put that muzzle thing on those dudes that like bite people and shit? That I'm coming in that.
Right.
I look like I just did like a horse race and they got a feed bag on me because I'm biting and spitting on everybody.
And they've got you cuffed too, but you know what? That doesn't stop. It doesn't stop some pretty vicious headbutts.
Yeah, I'm like a fish out of water. I'm just like my whole body.
When you charge at the jury box, just with the head down and lower the shoulder, I mean, you're still able to do some damage even without the use of your
I can take a few out. If you're sitting in the front row of the jury, you better fucking come correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just a battering ram in there.
Yeah.
So
and this is right after the judge, right? Like, he's like, "Do you have anything to say before I sentence you?" I'm like, "Look, I'm like really sorry. I'm like a better person now. Racism's bad. I don't know if you guys saw. I did do a no tap apology that was like really heartfelt and all that stuff. So." I love everybody. I'm just trying to do better. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then they sentence me, and immediately I go into, oh, fuck that. Remember that? Like that guy that jumped into the jury that like flew. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. So
he jumped at the judge.
Yeah, which is a high. That the judge table is like pretty high up.
Yeah.
So he did kind of sky.
Yeah, that was an insane athletic
the airtime
feat.
he had was pretty impressive. It's like those guys in, scoring a touchdown where they kind of fly over like the big pile of people and they like reach the ball out.
Yeah. Except
he was doing that to strangle the judge maybe or whatever he was trying to do. But yeah, that's crazy. How do you get over like the next time you're in court, they're like, you did jump at the judge. So I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, it's hard to live that down.
Yeah,
once you're the guy who jumped at the judge.
Yeah, it's a tough sell.
Yeah, tough to get past that. But yeah, so there's a lot going on, like you said, in this shitty country. A lot of evergreen stuff. Someone shot at the Cheeto.
Yeah,
we totally hate that happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah, it happened on his golf course.
Mm-hmm. It's like, why is he golfing? Why is he not in the White House fixing the country?
Well, he's not currently the president, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But he was, so he could have. If he wanted to, he would.
Right.
And that's what women say all the time, which is really cool.
Yes.
But yeah, so if he wanted to, he would. Also, you went golfing, right? Recently?
Did I?
Yeah, like in Florida.
Oh,
you weren't golfing in.
I might have. Yeah, I might have been shooting a few holes. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What'd you shoot? On the golf course.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really keep score on the golf course, but I did. I was shooting.
Yeah, and you posted up on like one hole, and you like try to get a good score on that hole.
Yeah.
It's like people that like live on a golf course. They like hang out by the one hole that their house is on. They just kind of have like they'll go out there with a couple of clubs and,
Yeah.
And that's like, that's what you did.
Yeah, but it was, just one hole is really all that one shot,
Mm-hmm.
it's really all that you need.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I know nothing about this whole incident, but no, that's crazy that someone shot at him, and they definitely arrested the right guy. That was definitely the guy who did it. And
what was his name? It was Thomas Crooks. Is that the guy, or is that
no? That was the first guy.
Oh,
the new guy. Ryan Wesley Routh. Why do they always have 3 names?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why are assassins or wannabe assassins? Why do they always have 3 names?
Yeah, someone told me it's so you don't confuse them with someone else. And it's like, yeah, but there's been people that have been killed by 2 named people.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not just, assassination people that get the 3 names, right?
I mean, Lee Harvey Oswald,
John
Wilkes Booth, Thomas Matthew Crooks, right? Is that the last guy? And this guy's Ryan Wesley Routh.
Is it just if you shoot at the president, they do your middle name? Is that what it is?
I guess so. So that's how if you want to be known as like a 3-name guy, you have to try to kill the president.
Yeah.
And then you become, that's how you get your...
Yeah, if you're one of those like black comics that your middle name is like, what up, girl? For it to really stick, you have to kind of get a shot at the president.
Right.
That's what you have to do.
Right.
You ever meet those guys? We had some comic buddies that were like, their name is like, tell it like it is.
right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like they're trying to use that as like a catchphrase. They're like, and when you go out and you tell them like it is. Drop the mic.
Applause break. Yeah. No, and didn't you try to go through when you were a comedian? Didn't you go through you went through your black comedy phase when you were. I mean, you were up there in blackface and you were using the N-word a lot.
Yeah, I had a black comedy character I would do.
Yeah.
Chef Jeff. That was my black comedy character.
Yeah.
He goes out there with it's all about merch, right? You gotta sell merch.
Yeah.
And I was selling merch before and after the show. Because most comics sell after, but you're missing that before time. And here's how Chef Jeff operates. He comes out there and he's got a hot bowl of gumbo, okay? And I'm selling ladles and fire resistant ponchos.
Okay.
And you better buy one of those ponchos.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I'm flinging scalding hot gumbo at you during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of like a good selling point, right? Because do you want 2nd-degree burns?
Right.
Or do you want one of my sweet ponchos?
Yeah, it's like if you go paintballing, and you don't wear any protective gear.
Yeah. We'll let you go out there, but do you want to rent a gun and equipment, or do you want to just go out there and be like a bot that just gets annihilated the whole time?
Exactly.
Do people do that? They're like, I'll just be like a meat bot, like running around.
Yeah, maybe.
Crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who thinks like equipment or like protective gear is like gay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we weren't those guys.
We weren't totally those guys at all.
And when we go paintballing, we don't go, I don't need anything. And they're like, you're just going to go out there with nothing? I'm like, yeah. And then we like kind of hide in bushes and stuff. And then we're snapping necks of people. And,
right.
That's what we do. We have the paintball and we slap the paint on the people when we sneak up behind them. We're like, we got you. And we slap them in the face.
Yeah. They're like, that's not how you're supposed to play this. It's like, well, that's how we play.
How we want,
Yeah. We play how we want to play. So, yeah, this, what were we talking about? Trump getting shot at. Well, we don't need to focus on that. Ordinarily, that would be a huge deal where someone has tried to kill a former president twice within 2 months. We don't need to talk about that, though.
Well, that's never happened, right? People have made multiple attempts in a 2-month period?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know, but
probably not. I would think.
Yeah, but we don't need to focus on that. That's like totally fine that that's happening. That's not cause for concern.
Stuff. The Oscars.
Or the Emmys. Yeah.
Or whatever that happened.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, the Emmys happened on Sunday, and did you? Let's see. Did you watch any of the shows that were?
I actually missed it.
But any of the shows that were like up for awards. Did you watch any of them?
I don't think so.
See who won at the Emmy Awards. Who doesn't love a surprise ending? The 76th Emmy Awards ended with a twist that saw the Max series Hacks best one of the night's dominant winners, FX's The Bear, to pick up Best Comedy. Have you seen Hacks?
No. I heard they were like snubbed or something.
Yes, but they won I think they won Best Comedy.
Okay.
They won less awards than expected, but they won Best Comedy. Anyway, yeah, this is what we need to be focusing on. It's like, yes, people keep trying to kill Trump. Who cares? It's like,
it's like there's good TV on.
Right.
Just like watch some good TV, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah, we love the Emmys and just sitting around having viewing parties.
Also, Trump getting shot at, that's also taking away from the fact that Kamala kind of dominated.
Oh, yeah.
At the
It's
debate.
like, how fucked up is it for Trump to get shot at, to take attention away from the beatdown that girl boss served him?
Yeah, it's actually the third time he was shot at, because shots were fired at the debate.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
That's the several shots that were fired at the debate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wrecked him at the debate, and then he's just going to try to sweep that under the rug by getting shot at. It's like, okay, we see what's going on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just trying to change the narrative and change the spotlight away from that debate.
It's like every time something that happens for him that kind of sucks, then he suddenly gets shot at.
Yeah.
By like a psychopath.
Interesting.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Was this guy a registered Republican too?
I actually believe he had
so.
records of donating to Act Blue and
wasn't
Democrat.
there like a like there's
what
like
was his name again?
What is his name?
Thomas J. Crown.
Something.
No, something Routh.
Yeah, Routh. Routh, I believe. What was his? I saw like a picture.
Ryan
of him
Wesley Routh.
Ryan.
I saw a picture of him wearing like an American flag shirt or something, which like we actually don't. We're actually more mad at that. You know, how could you
Than
wear
the
that?
attempted assassination.
Yeah, how could you wear an American flag shirt? You know,
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
yeah, that is awful.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's wild, man.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, the debate happened, in which we're not even talking about anymore because like, oh, Trump got shot. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, someone's trying to kill him. Oh, multiple people are. Oh, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
So
If he wins, fascism happens.
yeah,
So you got to make sure you vote for the person that you didn't really get to pick and they were kind of installed. But, you know, if that person that was picked against your will and you didn't get to vote for, then think of what would happen in the next election. Maybe
Right.
that person might be installed like in an illegal way. This way was totally fine and cool because she's like a black woman and we can't say anything about like we didn't want her because you can't say that about a, you know. Okay.
So Kamala has spoken out against the shooting. She said, I have been briefed on reports of gunshots fired near former President Trump and his property in Florida, and I'm glad he is safe.
This is the
Violence is no place in America.
This is the same as the Republican thoughts and prayers right after a school shooting.
Right.
You know? That's the Notes app apology auto send, you know?
Yes.
So you got to do that for sure.
Yes. So speaking of the Cheeto, there is a huge endorsement that changed the game last week after the debate by Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. And wasn't that like immediately after the debate aired, there was like a tweet timed like at...
Yeah.
Like if the debate ended at 9 p.m., it was like 9:01 p.m.
Yes.
After watching the debate, it was like a huge paragraph.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm sure that this decision was made by Taylor Swift because of the debate.
Yeah, it wasn't
not
a team of people.
A team of people pre-planned.
There wasn't a like paid endorsement situation, a brand deal, if you will.
No, not at all. This is a totally organic post, and we will read it out. And the picture is her holding a cat.
Taylor's holding a cat.
Yeah, she's looking very demure, by the way.
Wow, she is very demure.
Very demure.
Wow.
She said, like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances those candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she's a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who's been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. Which I'll interject for a second here and say a woman's right to her own body? Like, what about person with a bonus holes right?
Yeah. That's a good point.
She turned comments off for this, but if she had left, or she limited comments, and I don't see any comments.
What are limited comments? Was that
so
mean?
well
like only
like people only
positive.
like other celebrities can comment basically. I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, childless cat lady.
Oh, she signed it like that?
Got him. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
To clap back against...
They hate her for that.
Against J.D. Vance.
All the Republicans are like, have a family, you dumb bitch.
Right.
Throw that cat in the trash and make children, because that's all you're good for.
That's the only thing you're good for.
All you're good for is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she dunked on him.
Mm-hmm.
We love that when they're on the red carpet and like one of those paparazzi ladies is like, oh, you look so cute, female actress. Who are you here with? I don't need a man.
Yeah.
I'm here by my damn self.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they do that.
And I've got my cat at home.
Yeah, I got my cat at home. And I'm going to finger my vag. I'm going to blast my vag with that vibrator that's like the size of a fucking car battery when I get home.
Yeah. Well, my cat watches.
Totally fine. Yeah. Well, my cat watches. Yeah. And it's totally fine.
Yes.
Because I don't need a man. Because I'm a girl boss.
Yeah.
Who will be cast as the lead in a movie where all of my traits are pretty masculine.
Right.
You know? Like I will have a hero's journey as a woman.
Yes.
Who always knew that she was right the whole time, even though dumb men told me I shouldn't embark on my journey.
Love that.
Whatever movie you want to go see, that's probably the movie I just told you.
Yes. So we love this endorsement by Taylor Swift. And in response, the Cheeto wrote on Truth Social in all caps, I hate Taylor Swift.
Can you do it in Trump voice?
I hate Taylor Swift. She endorsed Kamala and is so unfair. They're treating me so unfairly. And she comes out and says, I hate him. Or she says, I'm voting for Kamala. And we all know why, Taylor. It's because they're paying you off. You're bought and paid for. And you don't want to endorse me because you say I'm not for women's rights and LGBTQ.
And he'll do that thing too. He's like, I always love the gays. I've been for gay stuff. I love gay shit.
Right. Right.
I always love the gays. I thought gays were great. I love gay guys. I don't do gay stuff, but I love gay shit.
And if that sounds exactly like our same rhetoric, it's not.
It's not.
It's
no.
totally different.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, the Cheeto hates to. I miss the good old days where the Cheeto, instead of talking about Taylor Swift, he would talk about like Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. Remember that? Like some of his OG tweets from like 2011, where he's like, Robert, you got to run from Kristen. I'm telling you, she's bad news. Don't date her.
Really?
Yeah.
He was doing that? He was like Team Edward or whatever. Like, he was doing that.
He's just weighing in on like celeb gossip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's
the
like
Apprentice back then, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then she cheated on him, and then he tweeted like, I always knew that she would cheat on you, Robert. She cheated on you like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cheated on Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart. She cheated on him like a dog, and we'll do it again. Just watch. He can do much better.
What is he trying to fuck Robert Pattinson? What is this about?
Very pro Robert Pattinson. Lots of response to my Pattinson Kristen Stewart reunion. She will cheat again, 100 certain. Am I ever wrong?
What the hell is this?
Yeah, he had some. I mean, yeah, these are just a couple examples of his.
That's amazing, dude.
Banger tweets about.
This is like an article citing this stuff.
Yeah. No, these are for sure real.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault.
That's awesome.
That's from 2013. And one of my favorites too was where he was like, Ariana Huffington's husband left her for a man. A good choice. Like, I gotta find that one. That was so funny.
That's a banger. Yeah,
it's like I can see why he left her for a man. He made a great choice.
So he has supported LGBTQ people before.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I gotta find.
That's amazing, dude. Okay.
What is it?
Alex has got it. Yep. Yeah, that's wild, man. It's crazy that you can see like, yeah. I mean, people talk about it all the time with. Yeah. Wait. Here it is.
Ariana Huffington is unattractive both inside and out. I fully understand why her former husband left her for a man. He made a good decision.
Oh my God. Don't think my statement on Ariana Huff was harsh. If you knew her and the phony Huffington Post, you would understand. More to follow. Man,
oh my
dude.
God, so funny.
He was just going ham on them, dude.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we love that he's back into his back in his bag of just like hating on celebrities. Except
just
this time,
anyone that opposes him.
This
he's
time
like,
it's personal
tear them
now.
down.
Yeah. Although the funny thing is, I don't think like Kristen Stewart like ever had anything to do with him, but he just felt really strongly about.
Yeah.
Robert
was it just like
Pattinson's-
that was like really popular?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's like the thing everyone's talking about.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of like he did that. He kind of did that. You know how like people do like, well, they'll be like, oh, what's the big thing everybody's talking about? I'll tweet about that. So like it gets the most engagement.
Right.
He kind of did that until like the thing that got the most engagement was him.
Yes.
Then he became Twitter.
Right.
Like everyone's tweet was like that.
It's hilarious. Everyone should calm down. Ben Affleck is going to do a great job as Batman.
When is this one?
2013.
Yeah.
Just too funny.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
But yeah, moving on from the Cheeto for now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we will say the best thing that happened at the debate was the cat statement.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Yeah. They're eating pets. It's happening.
Of the people who live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on TV. That's what the man on TV said.
That is really funny that he was like, it was also interesting. I don't know if you noticed like every time the moderators would be like, Donald Trump, what do you have to say about that? And he would say something, and then it'd be like, oh, that's interesting, Donald Trump, but you're a big, fat, smelly faggot. Anyway, Kamala, what do you have to say about it?
Right.
They would shit on him and be like, actually, what you said was wrong. Anyway, Kamala, what do you have to say?
They would do live fact checks only for him and not for her, which is exactly how it should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then there was like a thing that came out that said he was fact checked like 30 sometimes, and Kamala was once.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
exactly a fair ratio.
Yeah.
Nothing to see there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. There was some speculation too that like that there was like connections with Kamala and the ABC people, but
they were sorority sisters, but I believe different colleges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't really look into that much, so I don't really know much about it.
And there's also like a whistleblower from ABC who said Kamala possibly had the questions beforehand.
Oh, did you see the thing about the earrings too? That was funny.
I did see that.
People were like, "Oh, she's wearing earrings from," and it's like, okay, you think the president, or someone that's like up for president is going to go to the first search on Amazon.com and buy like those shitty like spy. If I go into Amazon.com and type in spy earrings,
fake earrings that are actually an earpiece, yeah.
Do you think I'm going to buy those, or am I going to get someone to make me earrings that look not like those so that I
aren't on the first page of Google? Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you're going to cheat on a test, you can't do the laziest thing, Right. You got to do a little past that, right?
Yeah.
That's the important thing about cheating on a test or whatever you're trying to take a shortcut to get ahead. Mm-hmm. You can't go, how do I cheat on Amazon.com and then buy the first search result and then wear that, right? You can't do that. You have to try a little harder.
Yeah. They weren't an earpiece, you fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm. That'd be really funny if Donald Trump was wearing earrings on like the next one. He'd be like, they shot me in my ear. That's why I have this. And it's like a fucking Turtle Beach headset. Like it's one of those. Like, one of those. He's like, I'm protecting my ears. And it's got the thing in the
a mouthpiece.
They hear him. They're like, say their stuff. It's like, that's I don't know what's happening. Sounds like he's ordering it like In-N-Out or whatever.
Right. Yeah, he should just do that. Well, there's probably not going to be another debate because the Cheeto said he's not going to do another one. I wonder why.
He said he wouldn't do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because after the debate, didn't Kamala want one or something?
I'm not sure. But I know he said that he didn't want to do another one.
There was 3 debates scheduled from what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Kamala only accepted one of the 3, which was on ABC. Because I guess they were going to do one on Fox 2, and then I don't know what the third one was supposed to be.
It is weird to me, like who are the people that are like I never understood the swing voters,
right?
People that are like, who do I pick?
Yeah,
like who are these people that haven't decided
that need this shit to like decide? Yeah.
They're like, Kamala is. She's really progressive and cool, and he's a Nazi. I don't know what to pick.
The boomers, dude. The boomers.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, well, it's like 400 people in Pennsylvania who.
Yeah, well, and then like they'll be like, oh, like she got him on abortion, and it's like people know like what those people's stances are on those things, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're like for it or against it, how are you going to be? Like,
is your mind going to be changed by
like, okay, if this is the for it candidate and this is the against it candidate, if I'm not satisfied with the against it candidate's choice of like, oh, he's saying like too supportive of abortion, so I'm going to support the person that's more for abortion because I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's
like if you're against it and he's like too for it, but still more against it than why would you?
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I don't.
Although
I never
a lot of Kamala's positions though are kind of unclear because she hasn't really done interviews. She hasn't had a press conference. But
she's brat.
Yeah,
okay?
But that's exactly. I was getting to that. Yeah, she doesn't need to. Okay.
That's what being brat is all about.
Like, oh, what are Kamala's positions? I'll tell you what her positions are. She's black.
B.
She's Indian.
R.
She's a woman.
A.
And she's a black Indian woman.
T. Brat.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Oh, I guess I should have. Were you trying to make that a acronym?
I mean, it could have been, but I was going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Don't matter. That's what being brat's all about.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be the letter.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been like 1, then 2. You know.
Right.
So.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So it didn't matter.
Okay. Good. I'm relieved.
Yeah.
So yes, moving on to football, which we hate.
Yeah,
but
we don't have fantasy teams all over the place.
We didn't spend all day yesterday.
You didn't see us at Buffalo Wild Wings a few weeks ago picking our teams, losing our shit, painting our chest.
We were not doing any of these
keg
things.
stands were not done.
No.
Okay.
So the one part of football we like is, we like two parts of football. We watch the Super Bowl, but not for the game. We watch for the commercials. Mm-hmm. We love we hate capitalism, but we love the commercials. Mm-hmm. We watch for the commercials and the halftime show.
Yes.
Shut up, you guys. The commercials are on. The halftime show's on. Shut up, everyone.
That guy's always real cool at a Super Bowl party.
That's us at the party that we were totally invited to and didn't sneak into.
And while the game's happening and the people that give a shit about football are like actually cheering for the game, we're just hanging out by the snacks with the ladies.
Or like standing in front of the TV. Yeah. Acting like, oh, is there something going on behind
me? The commercials aren't happening yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Beyonce to play at halftime.
Yeah. So the halftime performer was announced as Kendrick Lamar. He will headline the Super Bowl halftime show.
What if him and Drake did the Super Bowl halftime?
Both did it.
Not happening. Not fucking happening.
Yeah, I'm guessing Drake will not be there. Some people were surprised that they were saying that Lil Wayne should have been the halftime performer because the game will be in New Orleans, and Lil Wayne is a New Orleans native.
He'll probably pop out though.
Yeah, he'll probably be invited. He did speak out and say he was very upset that he didn't get the
much like we spoke out, and we were very upset.
We were very upset too. That
we've been to New Orleans once.
Yeah,
like we know everything about that.
We
town.
Went to Mardi Gras for a couple hours.
I got
immediate,
and I showed, laid the little thing.
Yeah,
and then I gave women lays for showing tits.
So, and then you spent the rest of the night in a local jail, but charges pending. This is allegedly, these are alleged crimes, but you did spend the night there for free.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool place.
Yeah,
that was part of a paid vacation that I
free hotel.
Yeah, paid vacation. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Kendrick is the performer, and I guess it's. I mean, I would guess it has something to do with like all the popularity he's had over the past year with like the Drake beef and like how he's.
I'm surprised that they did Kendrick for.
Well, it's like, what is he gonna do? Like, is this big climax of the halftime show gonna be like certified pedophile?
Yeah, Drake's
like,
a pedo.
He's probably like what certified pedophile.
Yeah,
probably probably a minor, probably trying to fuck a girl, and she's probably a minor, and like everyone's singing along to that, and it's like, why this
that
always
is weird.
This always kind of confused me a little bit. It's like if Drake did all these things that he's alleged to have done, if he actually is a pedophile, like maybe instead of like singing about it and like joyously like
people are like
singing about it,
got him. It's like he should be in prison. That's like,
shouldn't we like do something about this?
Is that what we're to do about that crime happening? Is like a rap song will be made dunking on the guy that's doing that, and catchy, then that's it. That's all that's done is a song,
a catchy pop rap song
that will
be
then
made.
Be for some reason the background music of every YouTube video forever now.
Yeah, haha, got you, man. You're a pedophile. You're banging minors. Okay, are you guys gonna do about it? No, we're just gonna sing about it.
We dropped the song.
Yeah,
the song was dropped.
Yeah,
and it is fire. So those bars were written, and you got dunked on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's always been something little odd about that.
That is weird.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand that.
Right.
But
So will he do that song at the Super Bowl halftime show? Probably.
Yeah, I mean that's like his banger.
Right. It's like his most well known for song now.
Yeah.
And millions of people just chanting along, certified pedophile, probably a minor.
Yeah.
It's like why and
well, I don't like that song's it's good, right? Like
it's like a catchy song, but it's like
okay.
But it's like calling someone a pedophile.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just one of the things, but the main lyrics is "They not like us."
Who's not like us?
Well, like Drake and his.
No, it's just part of the lyrics. They not like us.
Right. Well, he's saying like the whole like Drake isn't really black. Drake isn't as black as me. Basically,
I guess.
I think that's because the whole thing is like, oh, Drake, you're not hood. You're not from the streets.
Yeah.
Like you're not real. You're only half black. Blah blah blah. Right.
For a while, I thought Drake was from Drake and Josh.
It's not that
different Drake.
Yeah.
That Nickelodeon documentary came out. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
But Drake was on a kids' TV show as well.
That's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I thought it was.
So a natural mix-up.
What was the show he was on?
Degrassi.
Oh, okay.
It was like a teen show.
Yeah, so it was Drake and Josh. That's why I thought he was probably on Drake and Josh.
Yeah, but Degrassi was like not comedy.
No,
it was literally just crazy shit.
They tried to like
pack like a Spanish novella of like Canadian schools.
It was like a Beverly Hills 90210 kind of show.
No,
like
they weren't rich.
Soap opera thing.
Middle income, lower income kids.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a soap opera show where it's like they all kind of like, oh, they're dating each other. Oh,
right.
What's gonna
they tried
happen?
to like. I never saw the show, but apparently they tried to just like tackle every single like topic.
I watched it.
There's like abortion, school shooting, bullying, racism.
Okay. Yeah.
Teachers, fucking student.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it went everywhere.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Sounds like a hilarious show.
And Drake's character was shot by like a school shooter, right?
He got shot by
in the spine.
He got shot by a white guy and put in a wheelchair.
Right, and then he was,
But it was because of his white friend. So in the show, the guy who shot him was bullied the whole time, and then they did some like crazy bullying shit where they dropped feathers on him, and then he's in the bathroom getting the feathers off. But the bullies are also in the restroom, but he doesn't know it. And then they say, Drake's character did it. So that's why he shot him.
I also like the rhetoric where people are like, we got to do something about bullying because that kid shot up a school. It's like, what do you think's worse? Like someone called that kid like a dork or the school shooting? Like what's the worst? The bully's not really the problem. You know?
Yeah.
I
well, it's like when there's crime, when there's like when there's violent crime or like, armed robbery, theft.
They're like,
assault.
they did that because of poverty.
Right. They're like, we need, the root causes. We need to address the
I'm
root
poor,
causes.
but I also didn't kill a guy at the gas station for $50.
Right. Right.
Like, so it's okay that because you're poor, you get to kill a guy for $50?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we need to address the root causes.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm against poverty also, but like, maybe you shouldn't shoot a guy for $50 at a gas.
Well, who are you to say that?
That's true. You don't understand like
the plight
of everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe just sit back and listen.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this podcast
and amplify marginalized voices.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're doing. We always are doing that.
Right.
That's why we're talking.
And I'm not just reading from a script of like acceptable language, like acceptable stock language to say.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't like print. We didn't go to like Google and then like HR document, like template, and then just read those things off.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Chat GPT and we're like, hey, we're starting a business. Can you write a HR policy for a business? And it's like 8 bullet points.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, speaking of other musicians, so a band that many people have thought has been overdue for, like, has been a natural fit for Super Bowl halftime show for years and has yet to do it. The Foo Fighters.
I thought you were going to say Jane's Addiction.
I don't know about it. I think I don't know if Jane's Addiction could quite pull off Super Bowl, but Foo Fighters been a band that many people have thought should do a halftime show.
Everybody loves Dave Grohl, right?
Right.
Like he's like the biggest.
He's a very likable.
Yeah, he's like
rock star.
Yeah, everybody loves him. All the news about Dave Grohl would be like, "Oh my God, he's the best guy ever.
Mm-hmm.
He saved my puppy from a tree," or
right.
It's like I've never heard anything negative about him ever.
Until last week. He posted this on Instagram, a Notes app screenshot.
We love that. Can you share? Do you have? Is it? I love seeing the.
I
love seeing the.
I can cast it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
classic,
a Notes app equivalent. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to. Okay.
That was like his publicist was like, "Hey, we wrote this for you. Go ahead and just share this." It's not a huge deal.
Okay, yeah, I can just. I mean, it is just text after
it's just
all.
Text,
so I can just. I can just read it off.
It's funny to see that.
So just white background, black text. I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I am doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. Dave. So.
Wow. Is he, do we like him for this or?
Okay, well, let's break it down.
Notes app apology.
Notes app apology, good. We love a good Notes app apology.
Yeah, that's definitely showing as much remorse as possible.
Yes.
Is releasing an immediate Notes app apology.
It's not, I'm sorry I got caught, or I'm just trying to get out ahead of this story.
No, that was deleted out of the thing by the publicist.
Yes.
That for sure. Like when Dave Grohl was like, "What do you think about this?" They're like, "We're going to take that you cursing out of it, and we're going to take you saying that's fucking bullshit stuff that you said. We're going to take that out of it."
Yes.
Okay.
So we like the Notes app apology with like a stock Notes app apology. We like that. We like the fact that maybe he's polyamorous. Okay.
Yeah. He didn't really say that in there, so
right.
Kind of
maybe he's polyamorous, but his wife didn't know. I mean, that's kind of like us.
Yeah. And his wife's being a real jerk about it.
Yeah.
Like you got to support polyamory.
Mm-hmm.
And by support it, we don't mean you go do it.
No.
You don't don't fucking do that.
No.
You better not do that. Because you didn't want to do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you're not actually you're not polyamorous. You're actually spitefully polyamorous, which is like kind of messed up.
Yeah.
So
we like the polyamory. We like the notes app apology, but we would never do this. Like, we would never cheat on our significant other.
Oh, I thought you were going to say have kids.
Yeah, well, we would never do that either. Yeah, because we're very pro-choice, and like, you know, if we get you
we
pregnant,
will make sure you make the right choice.
Yeah.
Hey, we're pro-choice, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm choosing to keep it, and you're like, that's the wrong choice.
Yeah,
You're not making the right choice. So if you could go choose correctly, if you know what I'm saying, that would be great.
And she's like, "Why are you pulling up your shirt to expose your waistband?"
I'm just stretching.
Yeah,
here.
I'm just stretching.
Oh, is that my?
Oh, whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't mean
my
for you to
bad.
say that. See that? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could just make the right choice, that would be.
She's like, "It feels like you're kind of intimidating me with that gun in your waistband." No, I just have this.
No,
This has nothing to do with you.
I was just offering to give you a ride to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah. Some would say, yeah, it was offering. Some would say demanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I
some
wouldn't
would say
demanding, but I would.
those your words, not mine. But
That's your words. You know?
I never said the word demand. I might have said, "Get in the fucking car, bitch." No, get in the fucking car.
Yeah.
Get in the
She's like, let go of my arm. I'm like, I'm holding you. 'Cause this is like
to keep you safe.
This is like one of those times where it's like we need to hold each other. And she's like, you're kind of squeezing my arm pretty tightly. And it's like, just get in the fucking car, okay?
Yeah.
Just get in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Planned Parenthood.
Right. We're gonna take a drive. We're gonna take a fucking drive. Get in the car. Get in the car.
And she's driving, and I'm sitting in the back seat like it's an Uber.
But
I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
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 Just drive. That'd be great.
Yeah. So it's it's all totally like her body, her choice.
She's like, I don't know where Planned Parenthood is. I'm like, I know. Don't worry about it. Just take a left up here. Take a right up there. She's like, have you been there a bunch of times? I'm like, don't worry about it. I just know where it is.
And then you walk in, they're like, "Oh, hey, Chris!"
Like it's like a bar I go to all the time. Oh, hey, it's Chris again.
Chris.
Oh,
and you're like, "Shut
are
up,
you doing
shut up."
another one? Damn, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta get you a punch card for how many you're getting in here.
Right. You're like, "Guys, shut up, keep it down.
Be cool, man." Yeah.
And then you take out your punch card, and she's like, "What's that?"
Oh, it's like remember when you'd go to Subway and they'd give you like a free sandwich on the fifth one?
Yeah.
It's it's this thing, whatever.
It's like, sorry, I support when I'm like that pro-choice.
Yeah.
I just want to empower as many women as possible to have abortions.
And also I care about the climate, so less people could climate stuff.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I'm going to knock up as many. I'm like Elon Musk, except I'm doing it not for Elon Musk is like, oh, I got to have a bunch of kids to repopulate.
Yeah, that's like fucked up.
Yeah, that's
really weird.
Yeah.
We're just busting inside ladies.
We're busting inside as many, but we are terminating things.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's way more cool.
Yeah.
So
but we're letting them make the decision by gently walking them to the car. Like, hey, I'll open the door for you. We're gentlemen.
And we'll have our hand on the small of their back, and they're like, "What is there something in your hand? It feels kind of like pointy and like metal and cold." And you're like, "Just go in there and get it, okay?"
Yeah.
God.
You slam the door, and she tries to like roll down the window. She's like, "Hey, do you have the child lock on?"
Yeah. Don't try the lock either, because that's also child lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all about empowering women to make their own decisions, and but back to the Dave Grohl thing. It's like, we like it and we don't like it, and we would never have kids. We would also never disrespect a woman like this. We would never cheat because it's impossible for us to cheat because we're polyamorous.
Mm-hmm.
Our girlfriend is like, well, I didn't know you were polyamorous. You never said anything, so that just means it's cheating. It's like, no, I didn't want to hurt your feelings because I care about you.
Yeah.
So I will tell you I'm polyamorous once you find me in your bed with another woman, or once another woman comes to you and says, your boyfriend is the father of my daughter, just so you know. So
that is a weird way that he did. He's like, I have made, what was it? How did he start it? Like I had another kid with a.
I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage.
It's funny too. Like, it's not like a congratulations kind of like hooray for my kid. It's like, hey, that kid I made, whoops.
Right.
So it's like,
there was nothing about him cheating or having an affair. What if they did IVF?
Who is this? Yeah. 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 What if Dave Grohl is so cool
what if
that there's a woman that's having trouble having a kid and he
donated
offered,
his sperm? Yeah.
Yeah. That's like that. I mean, that's kind of like that's the service that we offer.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you're, we'll deliver it straight to you.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bust in some test tube, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're the test tube that I will bust in.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and then the final thing, you mentioned Jane's Addiction. They got into a fight, like an in-band fight on stage at a concert, which is definitely not the same thing that we would do if like we ever did a live podcast. We wouldn't just start fighting, and then they canceled the rest of their tour after that. Oh, they did their own notes app apology to all the fans.
Was it separate notes apps? Here's my notes app. Here's your notes app. That guy sucks. Fuck him.
Right. I think this was the notes app as a band, but they said to all the fans, the band have made the difficult decision to take some time away as a group. As such, they will be canceling the remainder of the tours and then refunds, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Jane's Addiction.
What was the fight on stage about?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't like the Tenacious D thing where the guy was like, I wish you didn't miss or whatever.
It was
one?
Right.
And then Jack Black had to apologize the next day for Kyle Gass.
Did I ever read? There was a great tweet I saw where it's like, I love how the one lasting consequence of someone trying to assassinate a president was that Tenacious D broke up.
Broke up.
Well, it's like, temporarily they, canceled their stuff. Who knows if they'll perform again. But
wild,
it's like,
man.
yeah. But yeah, Jane's Addiction. It was
Here it is.
There's a video. It says the Jane's Addiction concert in Boston ended abruptly Friday when Perry appeared to throw a punch at Dave mid-show,
wow.
shocking fans and his fellow bandmates.
Oh.
The singer was restrained by members of the crew and bassist Eric and was eventually pulled away from Dave.
Due to a continuing pattern of behavior and the mental health difficulties of our singer, Barry Farrell.
Okay, so they're starting to...
mental health.
mental.
But it's funny.
I like how he mentions mental health.
This is Dave Navarro's post. He's like, due to a continuing pattern of behavior and the mental health of the other guy, not me. Yeah, that's really fun. Can you click the next slide there? See that? Yeah. Our concern is for his personal health and safety as well as our own. Has left us no alternative. We hope that he will find the help he needs. We deeply regret that we are not able to come through for all of our fans who have already bought tickets. We can see no solution that would either ensure a safe environment on stage or reliably allow us to deliver a great performance.
A safe environment on stage. So they're like, hey, we can't be safe from the other guy
bands can't
in our band.
Bands can't make it anymore, man. I mean, like, look at, what was that band? Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, right.
Like, Stevie Nicks had sex with like everybody in the band, and then they wrote songs like she wrote songs like "You're a piece of shit," and then the band would have to play the "You're a piece of shit" song that's literally about them,
right?
And go on a tour and play the Lindsey Buckingham's a dickhead song while Stevie Nicks sings "You're a Dickhead" to the guitarist of the band.
Yeah.
And they didn't break up. They're still, they were touring forever.
Yeah. That is
So-
pretty funny.
That's wild.
They say we
There's
can't have a safe environment on stage because the other guy in our band like might punch us. So like we got to
That'd be
cancel
really
this.
funny if they did they had enclosures for each member of the band. Like
Well, it's like what Trump has now when he speaks outside. He has like plexiglass around
they
it.
each
It'd be
perform.
like an elimination chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they each perform in their own like Pope mobile. Like the
Right.
drummer's in like his glass case,
Yeah.
and then the other guy like a zoo exhibit.
Right, just in case what's his name tries to
Perry Farrell's like singing, but he's like "Rah! Rah!" like a gorilla in a cage about to like fight
attack at
somebody.
any moment. Yeah, that is so funny.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
so
I would
three of
go
them.
see that show. I would not have gone to
Oh,
that
yeah,
concert.
that's a can't
and now
miss
I'm
show.
like, oh, they might fight each other
Yeah.
every show.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
definitely going.
Yeah,
I'll buy 2 consecutive night shows. you know?
100%. And so what? So it was 3 bandmates who released that statement about the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's a
Perry
3-on-1.
Farrell, I believe, is the lead singer.
Right.
That's funny to tag the other members of the band and then not the lead singer that it's about. You know, like that was what it was, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It was like a collab post,
Yeah.
right, with 3 of them.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or imagine they did tag Perry Farrell, and then you wake up and you're like, "Oh, I got a new notification. What's going on?"
All right.
I don't even know what happened last night. I got a little too drunk. I don't know, during the show. Maybe swung at one of my band members. I don't remember. But anyway, open your Instagram and you're like, sorry, what? And you're just fucking,
Yeah.
Perry Farrell is too crazy. What the hell?
Uh-huh.
Like he's looking at it like all pissed
What
off.
happened last night?
Yeah.
We like how they mentioned mental health, though. Like producer Alex pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I mean, it's always,
mental health is important. Men's mental health,
yeah.
also important, which, believe it or not, is a thing.
Look, and you got
Men have mental health, too.
and you gotta really think of the dire situation you are when you're a band performing on a stage. There's no wall for you to punch. So where are you supposed to punch? You know,
You have to hit another person.
right?
You're not going to, what, are you going to punch one of the
what
guitars?
am I swinging at? I'm
Yeah.
furious, and I'm on a stage, and people are staring at me. There's no drywall for me to fucking punch a hole through.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And we're in a band that's kind of competing with the band whose poster I would put over the wall to protect the hole in the wall.
Right.
So now what? We can't put a Limp Bizkit poster over the fucking hole if we're a band in the same era and genre of, you know.
Yeah. That's
Right?
that's a big conflict there.
Mhm.
It's a good point.
And you don't want to put your own posters because you're selling those after the show. Maybe a fan wants to buy that poster.
Right.
So you're kind of cutting into your own thing by putting
Yeah.
up what's the name of the band? Jane's Addiction. Yeah. They also have a song about like abuse too.
Uh-huh.
Was it Jane Says?
Oh, yeah, about like,
Like a
I'm
girl-
going to kick tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like so that's about like a
Done
girl
with
with like
Sergio.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the guy that beats the girl in the song.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. But anyway.
Do we have some
Yeah.
poems?
We did have a poem here. Had a poem here from let's see, from Travis here called Wiggle Room. Let's get into the Poetry Corner real quick. Welcome to the Poetry Corner. We are here. We are breathing deep and heavy and loud, and go to a yoga class. Sit in the back of the room so you can see all the hot ladies bend over in front of you and do downward dog. All right. Okay, this poem is called Wiggle Room by Travis. Okay? Are you ready for this poem?
Yes.
It's 2 a.m. There's some wiggle room on that scale. 3s become 7s. Travis.
That is a beautiful poem.
It's a beautiful poem. just like those threes.
Yeah.
That become sevens.
Yeah.
They are blossoming like a butterfly as I drink more through the night. Okay. We have another advice here. Can wokeness help me sleep at night? Hello there, TooWokeBoys podcast. I'm writing in with hope that you can help me. I am a 46-year-old man whose wife cheated on him after 5 years in a relationship. My ex-wife thinks that after a man turns 43, it is impossible for him to find love again. I've been single and so very lonely for so long. Nobody pays attention to me. A wealthy, attractive, well-groomed man who is strong on plow, 45-year-old man. I am unsure what my actual age is. It feels like it changes daily. I just want to be less lonely, have a family, make children, get married. Why does no one else seem to share these desires? Are they too woke? Am I simply too old? I desperately miss female attention, and the house I own by myself, where no friends or family ever come, feels empty. Just
can I
me.
get, before you say who it's from, can I guess once you get to the end?
Yeah. Just me, my acoustic guitar, my Bible, my skincare routine, and my phone. If the woke boys know anyone who wants love and the simply things, I, a 48-year-old man, want, please send them my way.
Wow, what a powerful poem. Is that from Kev Train?
I don't think so.
Is it from Donnie Baker?
Nope. I don't think so. They left an initial, one letter.
What is it?
J.
Okay, it could be. There's this guy Judah, who ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner, did some parodies of. It was all his account was just like, I was cheated. I'm in my 40s. I got cheated on. Why won't women like me anymore? And just videos of him crying.
Yeah, that's. And
it's like,
I wonder why.
Yeah,
I'm a big pussy and can't get over a thing that happened to me. Yeah, because women love emotional guys.
Well, you're right.
They say that all the time. They're like, I would love to see a man cry. And you're like, how many men have you seen cry? And they're like, 3. I'm like, they're all your ex-boyfriends? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
They're like,
cool.
Did you make them cry because of your behavior?
Yeah.
That's not important.
Or also, were you immediately turned off by them weeping like a bitch, you know? Okay. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like that guy that you're talking about there.
Yeah. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely let you know if we find any women who are into men in their 40s who make viral Instagram reels of themselves crying while they work at their computer, crying about their last relationship and wondering if they'll ever find love again. Because if there's one thing a woman likes, it's men crying about their last relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure if you're on a first date, drop some tears to let her know that you have emotions, and make sure that you let her know that you were just out of a relationship, however long ago that was, and really try to bring up the pain of that previous relationship.
Yeah.
And cry as much as possible to let her know that you have emotions and that you are tapping into those, right? Because that's hot to women.
Women love vulnerability like that.
And then maybe call the new girl the old girl's name multiple times.
Drop that. Whoops,
that.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, man, I just,
I can't stop thinking about her. I'm still in love with her.
Yeah, like when she's like, oh, this restaurant's cool. Like you're on a first date and she's like, oh, this restaurant's great. What made you pick this restaurant? And you're like, this restaurant, I used to go here with my ex, and then you start crying, and then you're like, oh my God, she bought a salad, and you're crying, and the girl's probably like, okay, how long ago was that? And you're like, it was 10 years ago. I mean, I did, and you also got to be like, yeah, that was my last relationship. And then they're like, so what are you looking for? And you're like, I did just get out of a relationship not that long ago, so I'm just looking to be like pretty casual with this. So if you want to just like have sex right now, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you're still like crying,
Right.
Yeah. You got to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Women love that. And that's also cool to have your entire social media like
be dedicated
persona,
to
being like I'm a man who cries. You know,
because I just got cheated on.
Jesus Christ, that's really cool content.
Yeah, it is.
You know? Okay, I did miss a little poetry corner thing here. We'll do this real quick.
Okay.
A poem for the ladies. Okay, boys, I hope this poem finds you and all of your empowered female listeners well. Okay, this is a poem. A kiss, a rose, I strike, a pose, nude, a window, you, below, the street, between, you, and me, the cops, involved, nah, wasn't me. Pretty good.
Yeah.
We like that.
Who's that from?
The Jerk.
Okay.
So I don't. Yeah, it's his best.
Another very mysterious.
So yeah, we love that
poet.
If you want to send us any inquiries about advice or how to be like a better man, you know, like sending crying shit, making your entire identity about crying and being a bitch, that's cool. Send us emails at TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. Also, send us poems for Poetry Corner. TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. That's TOO WokeBoys. Did you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so.
Follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zinasek, on all platforms. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. We've seen those iTunes reviews are going up, so that's great. Send us more of those. And 5-star reviews on Spotify. We appreciate it. You can also interact with Spotify as well. So if you want to, there's like a prompt thing. You can send stuff you want us to talk about or whatever on there. And we also love your comments on the YouTube page. Check us out there at TooWokeBoys. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow the TooWokeBoys everywhere that you can. Let's see. Donate to the Slut Fund, and we also want to thank you guys for being listeners, and we love you guys. Thank you for listening to episode 215 of the TooWokeBoys. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?